good?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, your name?
My name is Panam Tui, Esquire.
Counsel to who?
Counsel to the defendants.
Okay. Just give us a brief summary of the proceedings for today.
Well, initially the prosecution was supposed to arraign a third defendant. And then, right? Yeah, we also rearrange the third defendant, and then subsequently go on to take new fresh charges. But when the defendant got to court, when the prosecution counsel got to court, they changed their mind and withdrew the amended charges. So they decided to go ahead with the old initial charges that arraigned only the first and second defendant, choosing not to arraign the third defendant, who happened to be the secretary to the retired Chief Justice Mary Peter-Odili of the Supreme Court. So on that note, they called a witness who, according to him, said is the Deputy Secretary General of APGA, of an election convention that held in Oka, which we know there was no convention in Oka of APGA in 2019. All we know that is there even on record and even under the INEC, list or whatever. It's a weary convention of 2019. So the court went ahead to hear the first witness, and our thinking was that we're going to see a person who give evidence in court with respect to the forgery allegations which were being leveled by the prosecution. But on the irony, they brought a person who is reiterating issues of convention, he said, happened here and this, that, inconsistent statements here and then. To the best of my knowledge, we did not really need to object to anything he said, because even the prosecution counsel simply said the court should only take notice. It didn't say it should be admitted as exhibit or in evidence in any case. So the court just took notice of the document that were tendered. They had little or nothing to do with the allegations of forgery of the Supreme Court judgment.
Okay, so now this is the first prosecution witness you are saying?
Yes, this is the first prosecution witness.
Did you have a chance to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, for purpose of formality, I just asked few questions because I originally know that whatever thing he's saying has nothing to do with respect to allegations of criminal charges. So I asked him 2 questions, which I know what he said, and at the same time, he denied, because I know that he contradicted himself.
So are you saying that the prosecution is indirectly abandoning that forgery charge against your client?
Yes, I can authoritatively say so, because the prosecution went ahead to ask him to bring a letter that he said, who wrote this letter? He said he wrote. So that's a very tactical step by the Nigerian Police Force to exonerate themselves as being, the proponent of the prosecution, trying to say it's the Deputy National Secretary of APGA that wrote the petition, which to them they're acting on. So that's a first step to show that they are stylistically withdrawing in any case. If not, I expected them to bring evidence from the Supreme Court, from the Nigerian Police Force, especially from the Supreme Court. And right here, that means Secretary of the Supreme Court is right here, right inside the court, in any case. So I think that rather than the police force knows the implications of them applying for withdrawal of the case, they know that. So they are trying to buy time. That's why each time he asked for long adjournment. This matter started in November last year. When we came, he told the court that he was going to, the prosecution was going to ask for accelerated hearing in 1 week time. But we've got like 5, 6, 7 adjournments, all at his own instance. And they said justice denied is justice, justice delayed is justice denied. And it's a regrettable phenomenon of high catastrophic proportion. And it's really not what we are in for. But we have to dance to the tune of the music, pending when our appropriate opportunity comes for us to state our case.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. Panam Tui. Panam Tui Esquire. Panam. Barrister Panam Tui.
Okay.
Yes.
Edozie Njoku, the National Chairman of APGA.
Okay, during today's proceedings, there were allegations leveled against you by the prosecution.
By frauded for
yes,
forging.
Of life.
Oh, you mean?
Yes, during today's proceedings.
At the end? Or,
yes, at the end of today's proceedings. And also, we got to know that they stylishly abandoned the forgery charge against you and raised up the issue as to your chairmanship. So tell us your submission today and how did today proceedings go?
Well, I'll start by saying the only affirmed convention that has ever been held by the Supreme Court is the Owerri Convention, if you've read that. So if you see her talking about APGA Convention, that's not the bone of contention. There are two issues. The prosecutor is trying now, just walked out here and made a terrible claim that I said that he would die and I'll kill him, and he has already brought policemen to they are here to come and arrest me, and that's their option B. That I said because I killed Onyechi Basil's daughter. That's what the prosecutor said in court, and I said he would die, that I'm a very dangerous man, and that he has gone and brought the police to come and arrest me and face charges. So I've walked up to the policeman who walked up to me with a bag and said, "Where are you from?" He says, "From the police station." I said, "This one is looking as if he's dead because you couldn't get anything out of this. You are now looking for another way to delay." And all their delays is, we have elections going to start. Primaries meant to have finished in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi. It's for them to drag on again. And then when maybe a governor emerges, they say, "We're trying to remove him." The Supreme Court has been so clear. There is not affirmed the Owerri Convention. Any other thing that is being done, there is no court has never mentioned OCA. Court even mentioned it and said his name should be deleted on those purposes. So what they are really trying to do is bring in another dimension today by bringing some policemen and inviting me. The man has already come and showed me his badge and said, "We are going to the police station." Is that how they think they're going to take that power? It's impossible. It's not going to work. It won't work. Today, he said, "I'm a gago, I'm a criminal." I said, "Oh, before you thought I was a gentleman, I'm no longer a gentleman. We're going to fight this thing to the end." I will not give up. I will fight it anyway. I've written a letter to the police. They need to withdraw that case. Withdraw it officially, because the Supreme Court made it clear that they took an innocent man to court, written in a judgment. So what are all these laws? These are just using law to delay an inevitable. But at the same time, I've been denied justice. And if it was happening to anyone, it must be so painful. But the thing is that I've learned so much. And he's now turned me, as he said, he thought I was a gentleman, to a gago. I'm now going to show him that I'm a real one. I'm a real one, because you can't fight power for power just being a gentleman. And secondly, I hope we saw what happened in Owerri. There was a big fight. They tried to do some primaries in Owerri yesterday. Some people were caught with knives on their neck. I'm sure you guys would have heard about it. It's a terrible thing. And the thing I want to say to INEC, such things are now, the youths have been fighting now, pushing and pushing. They went and mobilized some rent crowd people to seem as if they have crowd. The youths are pushing all over for us to come out and repossess our office. We've written to the police that the police should give them escort on basis of the Supreme Court judgment for our people to move into their office. If anything goes wrong there, the only people I personally hold responsible is INEC. And I say on my honor to Onyechi Basil, he's my friend, I have never mentioned the death of his daughter. And for a lawyer to stand in court and say that as a blatant lie, you see how dangerous these people are.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm the Chief Superintendent of Police. I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm the prosecutor in this case. The accused persons, I'm the Chief Superintendent of Police, Rimam Somte Ezekiel. I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm the prosecutor attached to the 4th CID of the Nigerian Police Force, Abuja. We're prosecuting Edozie Njoku and one other accused person for the offense that they committed. This man was never at any time elected or appointed as a national chairman of APGA in anywhere. He went to Supreme Court in the judgment of Supreme Court that was delivered on 14th October 2021. He went to Supreme Court last year in the month of May, June last year, connived with the staff of Supreme Court and altered the Supreme Court judgment with his name as a party. And he's using those judgments of the Supreme Court to parade himself as a national chairman of APGA. That one does not concern me. But what concerns us is that after the police investigations, it turned out to be that the judgment this man is parading himself are not the true judgment of the Supreme Court, a judgment that he altered, and then we brought him to court. and were prosecuting him. This morning, when I came to the court, he saw me and waved hand at me and said, prosecutor, how are you? I said, oh, good morning, sir. Who are you? He said, he's the accused person I'm prosecuting. I said, oh, I don't even recognize you because there's nothing personal between me and you. The next thing this man started telling me was that he's going to send calamities upon my family. That members of my family will be dying like noon before. That everybody will be sick, I will be sick, I will die, that he will deal with me, that he will go after me. I asked him, what have I done? He said he's a very, very dangerous man. That he's the reason why the Director Litigation of Supreme Court, Mr. Diko, was removed and dismissed. That he's going to shake the Nigerian Police Force. That he's the reason why the daughter of Dr. Ikpa Azu, SAN, senior advocate, died. That he's going to deal with everybody in this case. That he's not going to even leave my boss, my commissioner of police in charge of Lega. He said all sort of things. And I said, does it mean this man is above the law, or what is the problem? Okay, I will not take the law into my hand. I decided to approach Bori police station. I went there and incidented my complaint and asked them to come and pick this man. They should interrogate him. Why is this man above the law? You fought judgment of Supreme Court. You are standing trial. And you are saying that you're going to kill the prosecutor, you're going to destroy his family, you're going to even fight my commissioner of police, you're going to shake the Nigerian Police Force. That you're the reason why the Director Litigation